Hey guys, welcome back. I'm a little bit behind on Dragula stuff, so I'm going to be doing 2 videos in one today. I'm reviewing episode 3 and episode 4 as well. I'm just gonna join them so I'm not behind anymore. Life has been lifing. It's Black Friday week at Sephora, which, if you didn't know, I work at Sephora. So life has been lifing. It's been a lot. So I am back. I'm not holding myself to any like timeline. I'm getting videos out when I can. But yeah, thank you for your patience. I'm back for now. If you haven't, please give me a subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. Give me a little like. My name is Adam. I do makeup videos. I also do Dragula review videos as of right now. I'll probably be doing Drag Race in the future. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. Sorry for the wait. Let's get into episode 3. I'm gonna like kind of go through episode 3 kind of fast because it's a little less in my memory. I haven't watched the full thing in a minute. I just rewatched the floor show, so I do know the looks. So I can talk about the looks. I can't really talk about much else throughout the episode. I did take notes when I watched, but it's not gonna be like authentic if I just read my notes from like 2 weeks ago. So yeah. I'm just gonna skip right to the challenge. I'm not gonna talk about the drama that happened in the laboratory or anything. That was 2 weeks ago. It's so old at this point. But yeah, this week's challenge is a ghost challenge. It's a hotel ghost theme. It's such a fun little, yeah, I love that theme. It's very like hotel, American Horror Story hotel, love. It was also the first performance challenge. They had to perform the Devil's Ball song from like 1930s, which really hard song to lip sync, but it was very entertaining to watch. I loved seeing Coco. Coco came in and there was like this little key thing. It was similar to season 4 where there was like they hit a key and whoever found the key, it was like the key to life and death. Jarvis found the key and Jarvis got to either save himself from elimination, save somebody else from elimination, or put somebody else up for extermination. So everyone assumed that Jarvis was gonna be the good little ghost ghoul that he's been all season, and he's gonna play it safe and just keep himself, save himself from extermination. But obviously that didn't happen. The Boulets looked really cute. I honestly loved the looks personally. I know everyone was up in arms because it was like Teletubby toilet bowl, or it was just very new for them. I didn't really understand what the fuck it was, but I was here for it. I thought it was cute. I just want to talk about the production level. This floor show was gorgeous. I love the production level of like the doors opening, the smoke coming up, and these just dead ghost creatures walking through the smoke. It was very effective. It wasn't that like insane of a concept to do, but like it was very good and it well executed. I was here for it. Okay, first up we have Throb. Throb's look was really cool. It was very like leader of the mob. He pays for his visits in full cash, so there's no trace of him being there. I give this look a 10 out of 10. It was very cool. It was very fashion. It was very scary. It was very ghost. Like I loved it. Next look we have is Blackberry. She was one of the cigarette girlies. I liked the look. One of the things I didn't love was the makeup. Her makeup is normally like A+, but I didn't love her makeup in this look. It was like a little ashy from, I know it was supposed to be like ash from cigarettes, but like, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't here for the makeup. Her performance was good. I give her look overall, her look and performance a 5 out of 10, just because I hated the makeup like quite a bit. Next we have Anna. Anna's look was okay. Wasn't obsessed. She looked beautiful, but like her look was better from the back, which isn't really a great thing. Her performance was good. I give her look I also give her look a 5 out of 10 though. I was not obsessed. Next we have JK. I loved JK's look. JK was like a bellboy. It was like the look was really good. It was like white, red. It was giving nurse a little bit. The makeup was so cool. The performance was amazing. I love the little built-in bar moment. I was here for JK's look, honestly. I give JK a 10 out of 10 because clear concept, got what they were immediately, good performance, here for it. Next we have Cynthia. Cynthia was also a bellboy. I didn't think hers was as effective as JK's. JK's was better, in my opinion. Cynthia's was a little bit more simple. Her corset was gorgeous. We didn't get to see like the corset up close, but she posted a picture of her corset later on, and it was beautiful. Her performance was good. I give her like a 9 out of 10. Next was Fantasia. Fantasia was giving like Betty Boop realness. It was like one of the singers from the hotel, but there wasn't that much of a death aspect. Like her performance was amazing, and she ate so much in the performance aspect. If there was a piece tying in the death, I feel like she would have won the challenge. Like she was very solid. She looked beautiful. Her performance was great. But yeah, I give her a look an 8 out of 10. It would have been a 10 out of 10 if there was like an actual death aspect. Next we have Orgotic. I love Orgotic's look. It definitely was. It was giving like demon more than ghost. But I didn't really get the hotel theme. I did love the look. I give Orgotic's like an 8 out of 10. He looked incredible. He always looks incredible though. So yeah. Next we have Satiana. She looked beautiful, but her performance was very like mid. She wasn't giving the most energy. I wasn't obsessed with the look. It wasn't the most creative. She was like in a ball gown. She was a showgirl, a hotel showgirl, so probably a thing, I don't know. She looked beautiful, but her performance was very like, she was very dry. She wasn't giving a lot of energy. She seemed over it from what I saw. I give her like a 5 out of 10. Next up we have Jarvis. From the edit of what they showed, I fully thought Jarvis was gonna like win the week. His look was amazing. His performance was really solid from what we saw. So like in my notes I wrote 10 out of 10. But when they did the critiques and they like showed the footage of what we didn't see, of his hat falling off and him like tripping up a little bit, I understand why he didn't win. But like regardless, the look was amazing and the performance was pretty cool too, so I give it a 9 out of 10 overall. Next we have Neo Hoodoo. Her look is just fucking insane. Like, she looked so beautiful. The makeup was so intricate and like beautiful, even though she was dead. Like, even on like the burned side, it was like rhinestoned and crystallized and still gorgeous. I'm here for it. She looks amazing. 10 out of 10 for me personally. It was a really good floor show. The theme was fun. The production was amazing. Jarvis chose to put Orgotic up for extermination, which everybody was gagged by, including me. Everyone thought Jarvis was going to be like the good ghoul that he always is and just save himself. Because he didn't do the greatest that week, according to the Boulets. But he decided to be ballsy and put Orgotic up for extermination. I'm here for the drama. I'm here for the mess. The extermination was getting tied down to a bed and having rats crawl all over you, and that is probably my #1 fear. I hate rats with my entire being. They're disgusting. Their little tails gross me out to no end. They carry diseases. I have a funny little story. In my previous house, we had rats that like lived outside of our house, like in the garage area, so they were constantly in our garbage. One time in the winter, I was taking the garbage out. In the winter, when there was tons of snow, I live in Rochester, New York, so there's tons of snow. I was taking the garbage out and The garbage fell on top of me, and there was 2 rats in the garbage that jumped on me also. I screamed so loud. My roommates were like, "Are you alive? Are you okay? What happened?" Rats fell on me is what happened. I was traumatized. I hate rats. I would hate extermination. I would have done it, but this is probably the week I probably would have went home. I hate rats with my entire being. So the top 3 are Neohoodoo, Throb Zombie, and JK. JK ends up getting the win. Finally, I'm so happy for them. They deserve the win. They've been going through so much shit during this competition. They deserve some positivity and happiness. The bottoms are Satana and Anaphylactic. Orgotic is up for examination because Jarvis put them there. As soon as Satana got told that she was going to be up for extermination, she was so defeated. She was ready to go. She was ready, yeah. She was saying that she didn't want to do the extermination. She was just gonna go home. She had no more to show. And I think that basically like sealed her fate. Like, she wasn't willing. She like literally shut down after that, so it was her time to go. She did do the extermination, but everyone in the cauldron was pissed that she was saying that she was going to go home and didn't want to do the extermination. Rightfully so. So many people fight for this position to be on Dragula. Regardless if they understand your drag or not, you're on a platform that is huge. So you being like negative and saying you want to go home is going to leave a really bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, including mine. But yeah, she does the extermination. Everyone does the extermination. Orgotic has pleasure in doing the extermination. But yeah, Satana ends up going home. I completely understand that decision that they made. If anyone else went home, it probably would have upset a lot of people because Satana was just saying that she was ready to go. So if she's ready to go, just send her home. That is the end of episode 3. Moving on to episode 4. The episode is called Gods of Death. It is part 1 of the Monsters of Rock challenge. The intro skit was really cute and funny. It was just the Boulets walking towards the camera with their hands in their little claw mode, just like slowly walking towards the camera. I don't know what the fuck was happening, but I'm living. I also love their little like recaps of every week recently. In the laboratory, everyone was saying Satana was gonna go home, which obviously everyone was saying they wanted Satana to go home except for Blackberry. Blackberry wanted Anna to go home because they feel like she doesn't have that much of a personality and she's not really showing who she is, which I kind of understand. But I personally wanted Satana to go because she wasn't really delivering on the challenges and she just seemed like a negative Nancy, so. They also immediately get into JK wanting Orgotic to go home because Orgotic threw a drink on JK, so if I got a drink poured on me, I also would want someone to go home if they did that to me. Cynthia and Jarvis were saying that they wouldn't be upset if someone threw a drink on them, which it's easier said when you're not the one with the drink on your head. I think it's a little gross to tell someone how to react to something like having a drink poured on you and constantly being attacked day in and day out. If it wasn't for them being attacked day in and day out verbally, they probably wouldn't have cared that much about a drink. But if you're getting attacked verbally and someone's throwing something at you, like, I would be highly upset, and I'm sure anyone would be highly upset, including Cynthia and Jarvis. Orgotic was the first to come back, surprise, surprise, and they give Neohoodoo a kiss that is adorable. I ship their relationship. They do still post each other on Instagram. I do think they're actually together. I'm here for this romance. Like I said, I would love to watch. Everybody was excited to see Orgotic back, except for JK, obviously. And immediately they get into, why did you pour a drink on my face? please don't do this again. Yes, you're hot, but don't do that again. And Argatic came back with, well, you constantly say that I make you wet, so I decided to literally make you wet. That moment was really cute, but I agree, like, please don't throw drinks at someone. Like, JK had a really tame reaction. Clearly, I would have thrown hands and not been happy, so. I loved the moment of Argatic saying that he had a lot of time to think and dwell, and he's ready to take Jarvis out. He was gonna do a little witchcraft ritual to get him out, and if you watched the episode, you know that came true. The Argatic karma is real. They do the little Boulet's video message, and I don't know if anyone else noticed, but I have noticed as the videos are progressing, the Boulets are getting more and more blood on their hands and their outfits and their face. Like, that's a really cute touch, and I love the attention to detail they're putting in this season. They announced that it's the Monsters of Rock challenge. It is part 1 of the Monsters of Rock challenge. The first part is literally delivering a monster of rock floor show, like a really cool look. Immediately after the floor show, someone will be chopped. And the second part of the floor show after that is recording a verse on the Boulet's new track and actually performing your verse live, which I think it's a really cool, fun idea. I think it's going to separate previous seasons and the new season. Like, this is a really hard thing to do. Embodying a rock persona in general is really hard, like the previous challenges, but having to write your own rock lyrics and perform your own rock music sounds even harder. So I love this new evolution of the Monsters of Rock challenge. It's a staple, and it did need to be reinvented. I do love their consistency on keeping it messy and having people who hate each other on the same team, because it really does make for a good episode, and it makes for a lot of drama, and I'm personally here for it. It really does separate the, like, people who are going to last and make it to the end, and the people who are going to go home pretty soon. Pre-episode, like, after they announced that, I was pretty confident in Cynthia, because I know Cynthia does make music. Her music is incredible, so if she makes it to part 2, I know she's gonna slay part 2. I'm not worried about her there. Getting into the laboratory moments, I thought Cynthia and JK's moment was really touching. I can sympathize with JK. I also agree that it is very hard to open up to new people, especially being a queer person, because I was made fun of for having a lot of heightened emotions and crying a lot as a child. I will never forget, in middle school, my dad passed away, and I cried a lot that year and beyond. I remember in particular there was a little, like, play that happened, and it involved dads and sons and, like, family, and I was literally bawling my eyes out in front of the entire middle school, and these kids were making fun of me for crying about my father passing away, because they literally said, that happened months ago, get over it. And that has stuck with me a lot growing up. It's so hard to open up to people, and it's so hard to be vulnerable with other people and let them in, because you're scared of them making fun of your vulnerability. It's a real moment, and I'm fully I fully sympathize with JK in that moment. Yeah, I feel like a lot of queer people have similar experiences where they are made fun of for being hypersensitive and having emotions, because I know a lot of straight men like are stoic and they don't show a lot. And me personally, like I usually keep my heart on my sleeve and I show everyone what I'm going through, apart from when I'm sad and when I want to cry. And I can relate to being the butt of the joke and allowing myself to be made fun of, and I'd rather do that than be vulnerable with new people because it's scary. I'd rather be made fun of on my account than made fun of for something that's personal to me. That was a lot, sorry. Moving on to the floor show. The boulets look incredible. I love the dresses, the wigs, the heels are amazing, the shoes. One thing I didn't love was they've been doing something a lot this season. They've been wearing like one glove each, and I just think it doesn't look as good as they think. It just looks like they bought one pair of gloves, which they definitely did, and they're wearing one each. Not here for that, but apart from that, they look incredible. The first look of the night was anaphylactic. Her look was okay. I do like her outfit. The back, she loves a good back of the outfit. I don't know why. The front of the outfit needs to be the star of the show. But yeah, the back of the outfit was gorgeous. Her makeup was a little... it wasn't great. But overall, I give her look a 7 out of 10. She did have more energy on the stage, which I'm here for. She follows instructions and critiques very well. Next we have Blackberry. I loved Blackberry's look. I do agree that the like forehead contouring was a little much. I know that she wanted to wear the mohawk thing, but it didn't work out. But regardless, her makeup's always like incredible. So like having her contour be off just threw me out of the fantasy, because Blackberry is known for having incredible makeup. Her body looked amazing. Her outfit was amazing. I give her look overall a 7 out of 10 because the hair situation and the contour situation. Next we have New Hoodoo. She always looks so fucking good. Like, can she look bad for one day in her life? No. It's impossible, I know. I love the cultural reference. I love her having a katana as the microphone. That was such a cute detail. I love like the face peeling in certain parts. It was so punk, so beautiful, so scary. She literally just blows me away every week. Like, her mind needs to be studied. Next we have Jarvis. He was inspired by Bowie. I do like the look. The color scheme is cute to me personally. I love red and blue together. But when they did give the critique about it looking like Thing 1 and Thing 2, yeah, kind of did. Just like the blue hair especially, like it's giving Thing 1 and Thing 2. The outfit itself was gorgeous though. I loved the upside down cross and I loved the Baphomet that it had on the chest. Good attention to detail. The makeup was okay. I give it a 7 out of 10. Next we have Fantasia. Fantasia 8 this episode. She looked incredible. Her makeup was so cool. She listened to critiques very well about embracing the dark side of glamour instead of just glamour. The wig reveal to her actual hair was so punk and so cool and so unexpected. The little glitter shower, yeah, she ate. And also like using her titties as the drums, obsessed. She didn't have to go off like that. She didn't. I give Fantasia a 10 out of 10. She ate. Next we have JK. I loved the emo representation. I thought it did fit the theme. I do agree that it was a bit pedestrian compared to the others. The little sleeve reveal was really cool. The makeup is always incredible. I gave JK's look a 6 out of 10. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. Next we have Orgotic. This look was fucking terrifying. It fit the brief to a T. He was a literal monster of rock. We've seen, if you went to any like hardcore rock shows, there's someone like Orgotic in the theme, like in the realm. But I think it was like elevated, the makeup was really cool, the wings were insane. He ate. I gave his look a 10 out of 10. It was so raw, so punk, so cool. His mind. Him and Neo are perfect together because they just like fuel each other's creativity, and I love to see it. Next we have Cynthia. This was the first look of Cynthia's that I wasn't like fully in love with. It was pretty basic for her. The boots were cool, the wig was cool, it just wasn't like anything groundbreaking. And I know that she has groundbreaking things in her wheelhouse, so wasn't obsessed. Her performance was cool. I give her look overall a 6 out of 10 because it just wasn't innovative, it wasn't cool. I've seen this look like a million times. Next we have Throb Zombie. He looked really cool. I just have personal beef with Elvis impersonators. I think Throb looked cool, but there's not really a way to make an Elvis look not look cheap and tacky. It's literally like a white bodysuit full of rhinestones, and it just never gives for me personally. His performance was good. He did have he did have some mishaps, but for my personal beef with Elvis, I'm gonna give this look a 6 out of 10. Growing up, my mom was in love with Elvis, and I would listen to Elvis. She would listen to Elvis nonstop. She had all of his movies. I would watch all of the movies with her constantly. She loved the man. I didn't love the man. So yeah, anytime I see a Elvis reference, I'm just not impressed personally, because Elvis was constantly being referenced in my household, so I've seen it a million times. That is the end of the floor show. Very solid week. The twists are twisting this week, so yeah. Fantasia is the winner of the week, which I fully understand. She ate. It could have went any way between her, Neo, or Orgotic. I personally would have given it to Orgotic because I feel like Orgotic's look was something like straight out of like horror and rock and monster. Like, he fit the brief to a T, and his performance wasn't as good as Fantasia, but he was wearing like 17-inch boots. Like, you can't move that much in those. So yes, Fantasia wins. The bottom two are Jarvis and JK. And surprise, surprise, there's a lip sync this episode. First lip sync in Dragula history. I personally would not want to lip sync against JK, knowing that they're from Brooklyn, they perform like 3 nights a week, and JK did eat Jarvis up. JK is an incredible performer. I saw this coming fully. I'm happy that JK ends up winning the lip sync, obviously, and Jarvis gets the boot. I'm very sad to see Jarvis go. I was fully gagged. I did not see them going home this early. From the Meet the Monsters, I fully thought Jarvis was going to be in the top 3. I fully thought Jarvis was going to be in the top. I had no idea he was going to go home so soon, but it did seem like he was in his head a lot of the competition. Yeah, very sad to see Jarvis go, but I do love JK, so I'm glad JK stayed. Jarvis's death scene was probably the best death scene of the franchise so far. It fit his character to a T. Literally in his Meet the Monsters, he said he died from a falling spotlight, and he died from a falling spotlight again. Like, could that be any more perfect? No. And his acting was impeccable. I know he has a very bright future ahead of him. I cannot wait to see what he does in the future. I can't wait to see him on Titans, because obviously he's going to be on Titans, because he'll only grow his confidence and his looks from here. So that was the end of week 1. Next week is the actual Monsters of Rock challenge, where they perform the whole shebang. The teams are Fantasia is lead singer 1. Then there's Blackberry, Neo, and Anna on her team. The next team is Orgotic being lead singer 2, JK, Cynthia, and Throb. I personally think Orgotic's team is going to win because they're more punk, they're more rock. If they're on the same page, they're gonna eat. I know Cynthia has vast music making knowledge, so hopefully she can pass it on to her teammates so they get the win. I'm very excited. If either Fantasia or Orgotic win next week, I do think they need to change the Monsters of Rock challenge more so the lead singer doesn't win every single time, because it's not fair to everyone else. But yeah, I think Orgotic's team's gonna win. I know there's gonna be a lot of drama next week, hopefully not as much as season 4, because the season 4 Monsters of Rock challenge was very hard to watch. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next week, hopefully. I think I'm in a better place now. I think I'll be able to film more regularly. I don't want to be a week behind again. But again, thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment in the comments. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. And I'll see you in the next one.